So the second movie I want to talk about is the Mickey Rourke movie, The Wrestler. This is a recent movie for me that I've watched, and straight away, it clicked with me. It clicked with me because I'm a wrestling fan, mainly, and the realism of it clicked with me as well. I like movies that are gritty and realistic and also incorporate a sport. And this has it all. It incorporates professional wrestling, it incorporates a character played by Mickey Rourke that is just, he's at the bottom of the barrel. He is just on death's edge throughout the whole movie. And it is a very good story. And it's an emotional story, very emotional story. And you think, oh, this movie is called The Wrestler. It's going to be about professional wrestling. It's going to be about wrestling matches. Sure, it's got a lot of elements of wrestling, but it's telling sort of like the behind the scenes of the life of a wrestler. It's not just the story of a wrestler and the story of different feuds throughout their careers. It's a moment in his life when he is now at the end of his wrestling career. His body is battered. He's got nothing else to live for. He's very much like a has-been. He is the wrestler who never gets booked anymore. He's going to a retirement home, basically, in this movie. I say retirement home, I mean, he's signing autographs. He's a wrestler who's got one foot in the grave. He shouldn't be wrestling anymore. So it's an emotional story. He's got a lot going on. And I know this movie was actually based a lot on Jake the Snake Roberts, apparently. I've read that that's the case. And I can see where it has been taken from. Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts was a famous wrestler throughout the 1980s with the WWF. And he went off the rails. He went on to drugs, alcohol, and he just really went off the rails. And this is very much the same story. It's like parallel to Jake the Snake Roberts' story. And thankfully, Jake the Snake has sorted himself out now. But I remember meeting Jake the Snake when I was a kid at one of the local wrestling shows here. And I met him, and he stunk of booze. He really stunk of booze. And I remember that was the lasting impression of meeting the guy and getting a picture with the guy. And now he's like clean. He does DDP yoga. He's performing again as a professional in professional wrestling with AEW as like a manager. He's doing really well, and that's awesome to see. But this story really does tell the story of that kind of wrestler who's had that story of they went on drugs, they went on alcohol, and their life has just pretty much went down a really bad road. But it's definitely worth watching. It's definitely worth watching, and if you've never seen The Wrestler, I really recommend that you watch it.